Okay, Dad, I thought I'd give you a little video tutorial of our account on ancestry.com. Once you get logged in, you see all this along the top, you get logged in as me. Go over here, and under the scroll down menus, you find Brian Donahue Family Tree. Click on that. Excuse my shaking. I'm holding my iPhone with one hand to video and using my other hand to move the mouse on the computer. Okay, so this is the beginning of the tree, which you'll see is Brian, but never fear. We have it set up, as Brian and I and our kids at the beginning so that our kids can trace back easily. But then you just click on me. See, and then you'll get me and our kids. Okay. And there's you. And there's Mom. But you're not going to be interested in Mom's family. So you're going to click on you. Come on. Sometimes it's a little slow. And then you're going to click on View His Family Tree. And that puts you as the first person. See? That puts you at the beginning of the prong. Shows your current spouse, your past spouse, your kids. Okay. And I could enter all Connie's kids too, but they still wouldn't show up here because they'd be part of the Yeager family tree. They'd show up when you clicked on her profile, but not under here because they're not kids that she had with you. Anyway, so then you go back here and here's your parents. And we'll go up to the Burnsides. There's Popsy. And it shows his birth and death. And this is what's really interesting. There's a couple different things you can do. One is view profile. And that shows you where he was born. And different places he's lived. And where he died. Okay. And that's when he was living in Summit. And over here, it gives you the sources where that information was confirmed. So, for example, birth, that's confirmed in the 1920 census, the 30 census, the Ohio death records, the Social Security death index, and U.S. public records, which usually those public records are like property, like deeds and things like that. If I go back... See, this is just more about him. If I go back to the previous page and just scroll over him, I can also search records. Takes a minute. This gives you the two check marks are records that I've already searched and confirmed are records with him on it. Okay. Over here are different things that I can search. I can search voter lists, birth, marriage, and death, military, and so on. I haven't searched for military. I wonder, just out of curiosity, if his World War II service record will come up. Let me see. Now see, there's a bunch of William Burnside. So this is what I mean when you say you have to go through and figure it out. None of these are him because it's William A, H, one without a, he would be, what, William D, right? Or is he William F? No, that's casualties. He's William D. And I don't see William D there, but I would, keep searching and searching. There's, thousands of records. William R. William D. Ah, here we go. World War II Army enlistment records. I don't think that's him, because that was somebody from Mississippi. So, that's not him. So we'll just keep looking, and eventually I'll look later. There's 4,000 records there to look through. But eventually I might find his military records. So that's how that works. And we'll go back to the tree. I want to show you something else. Okay. Sorry. So, there's you. There's your parents and your grandparents. There's your great-grandparents. There's your great-great-grandparents. Now, these arrows mean that there is another generation completed. They just couldn't show it on the screen. There wasn't enough room. So there. Now you have James Burnside and Georgina Durno. You have Georgina Durno's parents. I don't have James Burnside yet. Same thing. If you're going all the way back, you go from Frederick Burnside to Mary Elizabeth Taylor's his mother, to Henry and Mary Anna Meyer. Those are her parents. And you go back one more. You see the Durno disappears because there's not enough room. but it goes to the other side, Taylor. And there you have Henry John Taylor and Laura Thomas. Now, these little green leaves that you see how it says two, you roll over the leaf, it says, touchy, it says 2 ancestry hints. You click on the hints, and these give you records on possible matches. Now, neither of these are, I could tell you already, just looking at them. Mary Annemeyer is not her. Maria Annemeyer, she was Mary Ann. And Anna M.L. Taylor, that's not her either. But these are other family trees, and so sometimes it's helpful, you click on them anyway. Okay, here's the other family. Here's what I have. Here's what they have. And see, they've got a mother of Susanna Greenberg, but they don't have anyone that she's married to or any children that she had. So there's no way to confirm that it might be this same person but spelled differently. So it's probably not the same. Because when I see here, I have her spouse, Henry. There's all of her kids. You probably recognize some of those names, actually, because we've heard them talked about in family history. So both of those I would just disregard, ignore hint, because that is not our Mary Annemeyer. And so on and so forth. So that's how you do it. Oh, if you want to see some cool records, I'll show you one more thing before this gets too long. Go back to the tree. Okay, I'm trying to remember who had the cool record here. I think it would have been a World War I. Probably your grandpa, huh? If I go to profile, and go to his birth. Okay, his birth date is confirmed on these 3 censuses, a New York City birth record, and his World War I draft registration card. If I want to click on that, there he is. There's his draft registration card. And voila. Computers can be so slow. It's coming. It's coming. There we go. There's his draft registration card. Pretty cool, huh? And all the censuses you can look at that way too. You can look up the actual census, some of the marriage records. They've actually scanned them in, so it's pretty cool. It's kind of addictive to play with for a while. I figured that was the easiest way to explain. Just log in as me. I sent you the information, and you can play around on it. Okay, talk to you later. Love you.